Hello everybody, and welcome to the next video in the eOPSEC 101 course, or OPSEC for Absolute Beginners. In the previous video, we briefly went over what a VPN is, what it does, and how you can expect to install one for yourself. In this video, we are going to be discussing ProtonVPN for Windows. This is a free method that you'll never need to pay a dime for. Now, there is a lot of drama regarding ProtonVPN, but I'm not going to get into that in the video. I will put it in the comments just so you're made aware of it, but if I did it here, it would take way too long and I'd be rambling at some points. But I will go ahead and let you know now, I do not recommend that you use a free VPN at any point whatsoever, but if you have no other option between using ProtonVPN and not using a VPN at all, ProtonVPN is absolutely the best VPN you can get without ever spending a single penny. There is one point of the drama that I will get into, though, and that is the 14 Eyes Alliance. This is absolutely something you need to know about, so it is getting included in this video. The 14 Eyes Alliance is an agreement between a lot of the global powers, and it basically says if another country demands assistance from any of the other alliance member countries to provide anybody's personal data for any reason or no reason at all, they absolutely will do that. Now, if a country is not in this alliance, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not gathering your data, but in this alliance, they've come out and said, yes, we are cooperating with them, and there's nothing you can do about it. So the Five Eyes Alliance is the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. The Nine Eyes Alliance is the same countries plus Denmark, France, the Netherlands, and Norway. The 14 Eyes Alliance is the same 9 countries from before, and Belgium, Germany, Italy, Spain, and Sweden. Now, in this course, we're going to discuss ProtonVPN, which is in Switzerland, and then iVPN, which is in Gibraltar. Neither one of these are part of these 14 Eyes Alliance countries. However, if it is in this country, don't use it. That's all I'm trying to get to for this point. If you decide you don't like either of the VPNs in this course, and you want to go find your own, and it's in any part of the 14 Eyes Alliance, no. Now, you may have seen some other terms, such as SIGINT, and then I believe up here was also ELENT, COMMENT, and FISENT. That's not going to be part of OPSEC. There will eventually be courses for these, but if you're interested, you're just going to have to wait till they come out. I apologize. But now that that's been covered, we're going to go ahead and get into ProtonVPN directly. So you're going to type in proton.me. And it's going to take you to a page that says a better internet starts with privacy and freedom. Take control of your data with end-to-end encryption. And you're going to see all of these things: email, VPN, password manager, blah, blah, blah. We're only using VPN, but to use the VPN, we will have to create a free account. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it'll tell you, there's all these paid methods. Ignore those and just click on the one that says get Proton for free, no credit card required. This looks different than the last time I used it. Okay. So where it says create your Proton account, you can choose whether you want the extension for your email to be at proton.me or at protonmail.com. Personally, I like the older one, protonmail.com, but you can choose either one for those. It does not hurt anything at all. And we're going to put James Martin, blah, 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 at protonmail.com. I'm going to copy this because I will forget all those numbers if I don't. And then we need to choose a password. It will tell you what you need. So it says it's better to have at least 12 characters, uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers and symbols, but it says you have to have at least 8 characters. So for this one, I'm just going to put something like this. And then we have to confirm the password. Okay, wait. One of these is wrong. Let me try that again. There is a problem with this keyboard where one of the keys gets stuck, so that's going to happen sometimes in this course. But now we can click Start Using Proton Mail Now. And you get a special offer. You can just go ahead and ignore those. This is another one of the things that I don't like with Proton. Anything to do with Proton. It's very pushy about its premium services, which you don't need at any point whatsoever unless you're making a business account. But it is easy enough to get by. So we're going to solve a CAPTCHA for human verification. We'll click Next. And it'll say CAPTCHA completed. And then it'll say, thank you, verification successful, creating your account. Wait 5 to 10 seconds, and then once it's done, I will show you how to get to ProtonVPN. Actually, I guess we can do that now. So go ahead and open another tab, and you're going to just type in ProtonVPN. And then you'll get the best VPN for speed and security. Go ahead and click that one. At OneVPN Limitless Possibilities, you're going to click Get ProtonVPN. And again, it's going to show you best deal, VPN plus, all that. Just click Proton Free. Ignore any pop-ups. Click off of them. Click it again. Click Continue with Free if you get this impassable. Now, at this point, we've already made the email address. So where it says Create Your Account, you're going to come down to where it says Already Have an Account, Sign In. You'll click that. You're going to put your email address. I put at protonmail.com. And then we're going to put in our password. Hopefully my keyboard didn't mess up, but it very well could have. And it asks you to set a display name for your email address and all that. I'm fairly certain that you can just not do that, but, you know, we'll just click through this anyway. Click Continue. It says Set up a recovery method. Click Maybe Later. Click Confirm. And then it'll take you to your email address. If you want to use Proton Mail, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and there will be videos for that in the future. Finally signed us into ProtonVPN. I'm not sure why it's being so slow. It says upgrade your privacy. We're going to ignore that. And we're going to go to this button that says downloads. And you're going to see ProtonVPN clients. In this case, we are using Windows, so we're going to download the one for Windows. So we're going to click download VPN for Windows. Click the purple button that says download for Windows. And then it's going to give you three options. It's going to have Windows 11 or 10, x64. This is going to be the one that the vast majority of people will use, and that's the one we will use. And you'll click save, and then it'll go to your downloads. Now, there is also ARM64. Nothing to do with what we're doing now, so you can ignore it. Nobody watching this video will be using it, I'm sure. And then Windows 8, 8.1, and 7, which is 32-bit, and it's for older versions. If you're using Windows 8, 8.1, or 7, which you should not be at all, that's the one that you're going to get. So we'll go ahead and open ProtonVPN. You can just go ahead and click on it from your Downloads tab. And you're going to get this pop-up that says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? So we're going to click yes. There we go. And it will say select the language to use during the installation. Use whatever language you want, doesn't really matter. Click OK. And then it will start installing. Now, the install method doesn't have anything to do with a network, so it shouldn't take very long at all. But if we minimize this, it'll say select the start menu folder. You can just leave Proton, click next, and it'll say select other Proton apps to install. These services are included with your plan. We're going to disable all of these, so disable Proton Mail, disable Proton Drive, disable Proton Pass, and then disable Create Desktop Shortcuts. Then you could click Install. And depending on the type of computer you have, this would take, in some cases, quicker than it does for me, or it will be a little bit slower for you. This is pretty quick, but if it gets to this point and you don't have it installed yet, please just feel free to pause until we get here. Now it's going to say sign in, and we're going to put our email, of course. So James Martin blah 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 at proton.com or protonmail.com, and we will put our password and sign in. So it'll say signing in, please wait, and you're going to get a bunch of pop-ups. All you're going to do is click get started, and you're going to see this one that says fastest free server. Now, here is one downside of ProtonVPN with the free method. You don't get to choose where your provider is from. You can only choose fastest free server, and it says auto-selected from all of these countries, which is Japan, the Netherlands, Poland, Romania, and the United States. So we're going to click connect, and then we will be anywhere that it chooses. It says connecting, and in this case, it's decided to put us in Japan. Now, it shows all the current traffic and everything, but we could ignore that. Now, the very last thing that you need to do to ensure you're connected to the VPN is open your browser, open a new tab, and we're going to put what is my IP address.com. And it's going to take you to the what is my IP address website. And we're going to click skip to content if it shows like this. Or it's It's being really wonky. Okay. We'll just put what is my IP address without the .com. And then it will take us to our search browser of choice. And we'll click on this again. And there we go. So now it will say your IP address up top in your IPv4. In most cases, it's not going to show an IPv6. But it will say that our city is in Osaka and our country is Japan. Don't worry about the ISP or the services. As long as it shows one of these, then you know it's working fine. Now, I'm not going to tell you where I'm from, but I'm not from Osaka or Japan. So we do know that the VPN is working. And this is very much a set and forget method. When you restart the computer, you're probably going to have to reopen ProtonVPN and click the connect button again. But that's all you have to do at that point. So that has been installing and using ProtonVPN for Windows. In the next video, we're going to get into ProtonVPN for Linux. And in this case, we're going to be using Debian Linux, but the instructions will be the same for the vast majority of people. My name has been James Martin, and if you got something out of this video, please consider liking and leaving a comment. Your engagement helps me and convinces me to make more videos for this in the future, and if you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Either way, my name is James Martin, you guys have been amazing, and I will see you in the next video. That was the wrong button.